So this is my new electric bike. It is so much fun to ride. And I want to build it this epic minimalist aluminum drawer that comes out of the back of our van. So that way we can take this bike with us in our new tiny home van build as we explore around. So I just bought this bike from Super 73 several weeks ago now, and the reason why I got this model is because I could put an extended seat on it and Janelle can ride with me with some pegs. So the plan is to have the solar power on our van, charge this thing while we drive around. And when we get to some epic location, we've now got a sweet vehicle to just explore around with and have some solar powered fun. So let's get into building this drawer.
I was planning on doing the roof rack today, but it's raining, and we need it to not be raining when we're working on the roof rack. So maybe this rain's a blessing in disguise, because I probably need some more practice with my aluminum fabric cobbling before we actually get into the roof rack. We might be about a 1/16 over. We're splitting hairs here, but it might be important for how the drawer slides. Like a glove! So we've got these massive 4-foot, 500-pound capacity drawer slides. So we've got 2 sets of them that we're gonna run on the same drawer, so hopefully it can hold 1,000 pounds. Yeah, baby. Oh, I'm so stoked I'm working on this today. I honestly thought this was gonna be one of the things that we didn't get done. Okay, that's a huge sense of relief that we've got a drawer that's going in and out. I now need to do the vertical cross members so that way we can attach the second set of drawer slides, but I'm so thrilled that works. It's looking beautiful. So I'm now just gonna go into hammer mode and try wrap up this project today because I really can't afford to spend more than today on it. That is so exciting.
Okay, so next up in this drawer build, we have to make the mechanism that's actually gonna hold this bike in place as we drive the van around. So that way, you know, the bike isn't crashing into everything else. Before we get to that though, I want to tell you about the sponsor of this video, which is Squarespace. Something I teach in a lot of my coaching calls and when I'm meeting with up and coming filmmakers and they're asking for that piece of advice on how to actually get into the creative industry and start making money and build a business out of it. If this is photographers or filmmakers or basically anybody out there who's got an idea that they want to bring to life. And often when I say if you're trying to get hired by clients, you need a great place to show the work that you've actually done before. And where Squarespace comes in is it's an all-in-one platform to help make this happen. They've just simplified the entire website building process where you can buy a domain name from them. You can pick one of their amazing templates that look good on mobile and on desktop. But on top of that, they have built-in professional portfolios for showcasing whatever it is you're working on. If that sounds interesting to you, you should check out my link down below and use my code to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. They have a free trial, so you can just go mess around and try build something and see how it goes. But let's get back to finishing this drawer. Okay, so I've got the center post, which I'm going to mount to the tray itself, and these two things are just like nuts that I can do on by hand. So obviously a unique aspect of this drawer build is that it's practically the full width of the back of my van. And this is something that I hadn't really seen anybody else do before, so I'm kind of just making it up on the fly. And one of the things that I wanted to incorporate was sort of a tailgate flip down mechanism, so that way I don't always have to pull the drawer all the way out to get to the contents inside. But this drawer design being as big as it is really a response to how I used my van in the first versions almost 4 years ago. And I noticed the space underneath the bed, I didn't really use the deep in sections that much. Well, I did store some stuff there, but I almost never actually accessed or used it. So that's why I didn't just build a single bike tray, which I've seen a lot of people do for their mountain bikes. I wanted the whole rear cargo area of my van to be able to pull out so that way I could put in a generator or tote boxes or kind of whatever we wanted and actually be able to access it easily so that way we use what's there and it's not just dead weight. As a first sort of prototype design, I'm really happy with how this build came together, especially considering building it in about a day and a half. Once the whole thing was put together, I wanted to test kind of seeing how much stuff I could put inside it. So we just crammed it full of tote boxes and basically the absolute max amount of stuff I'm going to want to put inside it. I had almost 4 full-size tote boxes, a ton of my tools, a winch there in the bottom left corner, a generator deep in the back, and of course, my new electric bike. And there is outlets in this garage area, so we can charge the bike while we're driving. And another thing I'm pumped with how it came together is this fork mount. It just kind of clamps the bike in place and makes sure it doesn't move around. Sure, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it definitely gets the job done.